matchup with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Green 18. Hey, 88, Green 18.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
On play action, now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Christian Jones able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it with Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Push him back. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Check 52.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, easy.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
You go set. 280. 42. Out. Joker. Hey.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mike, set. Yellow lady. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Preston Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Sponge. No. Easy alert.
Check 49.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Right, 70. Let's go, Mike 50. 53. Ready. Go, Mike 50. Ready. Big edge. Hatchet.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Tyler Ervin back deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Ready. 180. Big 20.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Six guy, check 6 guy.
Alert. 10.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Man out.
Hey, easy. And middle.
93's the mic. Let's go, D.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy. Yeah. And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 44, Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, that's good.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Off the bootleg. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham as the first half is winding down. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet, but that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think...
Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Stafford. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go.
Real right, 22.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check tight end, check tight. Check alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tighten up. Mike's 50.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Check 99.
And middle. Zebra.
From the 41, Stafford eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Curse. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 15. Watch the safety creep. Check 26. Check 26. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Now Scarborough. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. It's Scarborough again. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
We taking wins home.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
22.
Shit. Check safety. Check safety.
Check.
Check. Crunch.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check.
Off the bootleg. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Zero. No. Off. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
From the 50, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Set! Lady!
Hurry up, get set! Get in the weight room!
On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, and he's got Amendola on the connection. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go!
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alert!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, 11. Hey, Delta.
Pick it up. Hey, pick it up. Hey, 25 to Mike.
Now Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 95 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Check. Fresno. Hey. Check it back. 21. Same. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, exit.
42's money.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing to Stafford. Complete to Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, box truck.
Stafford under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, 54. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Switch.
Bravo.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down again. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hey, 258. I'm coming. Yeah, Lynn. 25's the mic. We'll go 25's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Rodgers throwing here. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
the run.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 20. Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. Jimmy Graham. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.